Check. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This has to be, just look around. Please, just take a moment. Look around. This has to be one of the best collections of good-looking people in Toronto tonight. So give yourselves a round of applause. Settle in, have a fantastic time. Get to know your neighbor to your left and your right if you don't know them already. And we will begin in a few moments. Thank you.
With it, girl. Rock with it, girl. Show them it, girl. With a bang bang. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl. With a bang bang.
Come on. Turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't be long. Gotta do my hair, put my makeup on. It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor. I got all I need. No, I ain't got cash, but I got you, baby.
Just you
Baby,
and me.
I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no
You
money.
ain't more than diamond, more than gold.
As long as I can feel the beat.
When the day just take control.
I don't need no
You ain't more than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I keep
Free
dancing.
yourself, get out of control.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Saturday and I won't be long. Gotta paint my nails, put my high heels on. It's Saturday and I won't be long till I hit the dance floor. Hit the dance floor. I got all I need.
See,
I ain't got cash, but I got you, baby.
just you
Baby,
and
I
me.
don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no
You ain't more than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I can feel the
When
beat.
the day just take control.
I don't need no
You ain't more than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I keep
Free
dancing.
yourself, get out of control. Me and you, girl, you and me. Tap it to the floor and make me see your energy because me not play no hide and seek. What is it the thing you ever make me feel way, girl? Free. Cause anytime you whine and catch it, the selector pull it up and put it for repeat, girl. Me not touch a dollar in my pocket, cause nothing in this world ain't more than what you worth.
I don't need no
You ain't more than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I can feel the beat.
Make the beat just take control.
I don't need no
You ain't more than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I keep dancing.
Free up yourself, get out of control.
Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I don't need no
You ain't more
money
than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I can feel the
When
beat.
the day just take control.
I don't need no
You ain't more
money
than diamond, more than gold.
as long as I keep
Free up
dancing.
yourself, get out of control.
Angels sing from up above. You know you make my world light up. When I was down, when I was hurt, you came to lift me up. Life is a drink and love's a drug. Oh, now I think you must be miles up. When I was a river dried up, you came to let it flow. Drink for me. When I was so thirsty, pour on a sip for me. No, I just can't get enough. You was on me. When I was so heavy, pour on a sip for me. When I'm low. just sent from up above. I feel it coursing through my blood. Life is a dream, your love's about to make the stars come out. Wings on me when I was so heavy. Pour on a symphony. When I'm low, I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high. I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high.
I'm feeling drunk and high, so high, so high.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for tonight's awards gala. My name is Shiraz Sadiq, your host for this fantastic night. We appreciate your patience. Obviously, we had to delay things because I don't know who schedules a gala on a Friday evening at 6 o'clock downtown Toronto. Makes a lot of business sense, but here we are. Thank you for making the time, struggling through traffic or whatever you had to do to get here. We certainly appreciate you joining us for the 4th annual Canadian SME Business Awards. We'd like to begin by acknowledging that the land on which we gather, on which the region of Peel operates, and Toronto as part of the treaty lands and territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit. For thousands of years, Indigenous peoples have inhabited and cared for this land and continue to do so today. In particular, we want to acknowledge the territory of the, make sure I pronounce this properly, Anishinaabe, the Huron-Wendat, and the Haudenosaunee, and Ojibwe people. The land that is home to the Métis, and most recently the territory of the Mississauga of the Credit's First Nation, who are direct descendants of the Mississaugas of the Credit. Now, we're grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land, and by doing so, we give our respects to its first inhabitants. First and foremost, we'd like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our presenting partner, Google. Google, if you're in the house, can I just hear you? And now everyone else, can you give them some love for making you look smart? Because every time you don't know anything, you visit their website. That's right. And that's why you look smart, because you think you know it, but I'm just going to do a quick Google search here. So at some point in the night, please flood this table right here and thank all of these wonderful people here for making you guys look good all the time. Thank you, Google, for being here with us tonight. Your unwavering support and commitment to the small business ecosystem, it's played a pivotal role in bringing tonight's celebration to life. The impact of Google's technology and innovative solutions on small businesses is undeniable, enabling them to reach new heights and create opportunities in this ever-changing digital landscape. To our exclusive banking partner, RBC. Do we have RBC folks in the building tonight? A little bit more tame than the Google people. That's because they got in here and opened up some bottles before they did. That's what happened. These Google people. That's okay. That's okay. Thank you, RBC, for being the financial backbone that empowers small businesses to thrive and prosper. Your dedication to providing customized solutions and financial guidance to entrepreneurs has made a significant difference in their journeys, allowing them to navigate the complexities of the business world in these, again, ever-changing times. And I know we have our friends from UPS in the building. Yeah, all three of them. They're really loud. They're our exclusive shipping partner who's been integral, ensuring that businesses can deliver on what they promise It's one thing to have a product or a service, but it's another thing to get it in the hands of your customers. And UPS does a fantastic job of doing it reliably and in an efficient way. So thank you for also partnering with us. Now, these are the partying folks. Are you ready for the partying folks? This might be a little confusing because you think that they are, they're accountants, boring, sitting in their cubicles, but we are grateful for our exclusive accounting software partner, Xero. And that's their leadership team. Okay. Your innovative solutions have, of course, simplified the financial management for countless entrepreneurs, allowing them to focus on their passion and drive. Thank you again for the role that you play in allowing them to manage their finances so they can focus on what they do best, and that's growing their business. And we also want to recognize the people who are paying the bills tonight. That's right, the sponsors, they're important. You got that drink in your hand because of Deloitte, Samsung, GoDaddy, HP, Zoho, Nerds on Site, The Answer Company, Cybercatch, eBay, Futurepreneur. Soak it all in. Thank you to our sponsors. Again, we want to recognize your excellence in how you lift up the small business communities across the country and providing them with the resources and experience that we all can benefit from. Obviously, we're here to celebrate those who have excelled in their categories of awards. And in doing so, we needed to have a bunch of qualified people evaluate, so it wasn't just me and somebody sitting in a back room thinking, hey, who do we like more? If you haven't had a chance to look at who the judges are, please visit CanadianSME.ca and you'll see a full list of all of our judges, and we'll be acknowledging a number of them tonight. But they did a thorough job of going through who they felt among their peers here in this room were just a step above. But before, we're going to celebrate a lot of the winners tonight, but can we please take a moment with a round of applause to celebrate every business that was nominated this evening. So tonight, we recognize the diligence and ability of our nominees to overcome challenges in their businesses. They are the lifeblood of our community, as we know that 97% of businesses, now Rocco might argue with me, he'd say, hey, the percentage is a little higher. I don't know, maybe it's a little lower, but approximately 97% of businesses in Canada are small businesses. So when we say you're the lifeblood, is because we really mean it, and we live, literally, this business was established to support this community specifically. So again, we celebrate you and we honor you. In the face of adversity, the last few years that we had to go through, with this cloud that hovered over the world, but yet here you are standing. And later on, we're going to hear from a lot of motivational people who are also here to celebrate your accomplishments as well. And they wrote out a really long script. Can you guys tell when I'm reading a script or when I'm just really talking? Can you tell the difference? Yeah, okay. Sorry, I got to do what I got to do. Nerds on Site's in the building. Hey, there we go. He's right there. You might hear from him a little later. Now, before we move on to the next part of our program, I have some vital information to share with you, of course, and that, again, is our sponsors. And as a token of our appreciation of your presence here today, Canadian SME will be giving away not one, not two, not three, but 4 Hudson Bay gift certificates. Now you might say, okay, cool, I can go buy some roots gear at Hudson Bay. And now, as you know, Zeller's made a resurrection up from the grave. They arose, and now they moved into some Hudson Bay locations, which is amazing, right? We're giving away 4 $250 gift cards. And so a little bit more details about how we're going to distribute those in a moment. The winners will be announced at the end of the award ceremony. Maybe I should have just kept on reading here. They'll be announced at the end of the award ceremony. Thank you for that friendly face, by the way, who's getting all my jokes. If you don't know who she is, she's right there, and she's giving me a lot of energy. Appreciate you and your whole table, of course. Thank you. Yeah, accountants that are rowdy. Who knew? And finally, after the awards have been presented, we'll be taking a group photo of all our winners. So please stick around so we can capture this moment forever. So let's get ready to recognize and honor the achievements of small businesses throughout Canada. We'll acknowledge their dedication, their hard work, innovation, and their significant contributions to their respective fields, as well as their steadfast commitment to one word: excellence. It's going to be an unforgettable night, so thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of our facilities. How about festivities? Because they're even better than the facilities. But this is a pretty significant facility too. Thank you, thank you, thank you for not laughing at me, Rocco. Laughing with me. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It's so nice to be able to just hang out with Rocco from the stage. If you don't know who Rocco Rossi is, you'll be hearing from him in a moment. He's kind of a really big, important person, but yet he's kind enough to just patronize me and pretend like I know him and we're really good friends from back in the day. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. At this time, I want to introduce the visionary for this evening. A number of years ago, let's go back a few decades, somebody had in their mind this vision that, hey, why don't we build a convention center right downtown Toronto on Front Street, and they'll build a bridge that goes over the train tracks. So we'll have a north and a south building. And what's really neat about that, decades ago, we now live in their imagination, because somebody decades ago imagined that this was a possibility. Now we're literally sitting in their imagination. And all of your businesses are the exact same way. A number of years ago, you sat around, maybe with a napkin, maybe with a tablet, maybe with your laptop or your phone, and you wrote down some ideas. Now you get to live out, not your fantasies, but your imagination. This young man right here, SK, is the founder of Canadian SME. It was in his mind that, hey, I love what small businesses across Canada are doing. How do we gather a community to support one another, to make them feel like they have all the resources necessary to become and live in the places and spaces that they feel that they belong in? So if you could join me in welcoming the visionary for Canadian SME, SK Udin. And I think he's wearing the same suit as that picture.
Thank you. That was from 2020 event. Thank you, Siraj. Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Tonight we gather to celebrate the lifeblood of our great nation, our small businesses. These entrepreneurs are the backbone of our economy, representing the tenacity, innovation, and resilience, and defines us as Canadians. Each of you here tonight has played a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of our business community, and it's an absolute honor to stand before. First of all, I would like to thank all the small business owners who have trusted Canadian SME National Business Awards and the Canadian SME Small Business Magazine, and traveling from across Canada. Thank you so much, first. And second, I would like to thank all the nominees and the finalists. And third, I would like to thank all the sponsors, especially RBC. So RBC was the first brand in Canada, like the big brands in Canada, to trust us. The first client of Canadian SME, from which I started this journey. Thus, it's not on site, and the founder and CEO is sitting here. Can you please give a big round of applause to Mr. Charlie? Everyone in this room know how important is your first client. So thank you, Charlie, for trusting us. So we are here in our 5th year. Once again, congratulations to all our nominees, finalists, winners, and thank you to our amazing sponsors, especially to our exclusive banking partner, RBC, our exclusive shipping partner, UPS, and our exclusive accounting software partner, Xero, and all other partners. Without them, without their support, we would have not able to host this evening. Thank you so much for all sponsors. Thank you so much to all the sponsors. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, It is now my great pleasure to introduce our esteemed guest speaker, a man who embodies the spirit of entrepreneurship, leadership, and adventure, Mr. Rocco Rossi. Rocco joined the Ontario Chamber of Commerce as President and CEO in 2018, bringing with him a wealth of experience as a successful entrepreneur, business executive, champion, fundraiser, and dedicated public servant. And I met Rocco in one of his fundraising events back in 2017, I think. Rocco's passion for exploration is not limited to the world of business. He has conquered numerous remarkable challenges, from walking the legendary Camino de Santiago multiple times, cycling around the outstanding 1900-kilometer length of Yonge Street from Rainy River to Toronto, to kayaking the 500-kilometer from Toronto to Ottawa, and climbing to the awe-inspiring Everest Base Camp. As a staunch supporter of Canadian SME, Rocco has consistently demonstrated his commitment to nurturing the growth and development of small businesses across Ontario and beyond. His unwavering dedication to the prosperity of communities make him the perfect person to address us tonight. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to the man who knows no limits, a true inspiration and a driving force to the world of business and adventure, Mr. Rocco Rossi.
Give it up for SK Uden. And just to take a little bit of the pressure off me, please start to enjoy your salads. I won't take offense. I'm from a big Italian family. We're always eating when we're talking, so it's not offensive at all, please. And quite frankly, all of you look so incredibly amazing, right? Like, it is so phenomenal tonight, and particularly for me, because as an extroverted Italian, the two most evil words in the English language are social distancing, right? Like, I'd rather have a fork shoved in my eye than have to go through that again. So please enjoy, hug one another. We're here to celebrate small business. And first of all, we are, in fact, celebrating the success of one particular small businessman, and that is SK Uden. Because SK, as you notice from his accent, comes from Newfoundland. And, you know, as a young boy in the cod fishery, no. He, like the majority of people in this city and a great number across every city and town of this country, it's an immigrant. An immigrant who came here with no contacts, very little money, just incredible desire and willingness to work his tail off and deliver enormous value for others. He has inspired me each and every time I encounter him. He has inspired me through what he's accomplished, because this is the 5th anniversary of this. Quite frankly, when I first met him, right, there was nothing behind him except for the will to make a difference. And that is the same for each and every one of these small businesses that have been nominated and that are finalists tonight. And so in clapping for him, you're clapping for yourselves. And you're also clapping for a vision of Canada that says, you know what? Immigration is a phenomenal thing. It is the secret sauce of Canada's success. So many people say, well, of course people are going to immigrate. They want to leave bad places and come to a great place with lots of wealth, lots of benefits. It's all going to be good. Of course they want to do that. But the reality is, for every single immigrant who comes here, there are literally millions of people who remained. My parents came from a very small village in southern Italy. And the vast majority of the people in that village didn't emigrate, because it is not an easy thing to leave your home country, the country of your birth, with regardless of what kind of hell is being created around you, to leave family, to leave roots, to leave things you know, to take on the unknown. And quite frankly, the secret of our success is that we have constant influx of the single most courageous group of people you will ever meet. And those are the people who decide to leave everything to come to a new country and build a better life for themselves and their families, and in the process, help all of us to be better. So again, my thanks, congratulations to SK, but to all of the people that he represents, all of us in this room. Shiraz, and can we give it up for Shiraz as well? Like, this guy is so cool, they had to name a wine after him, which I think is pretty nice, right? I mean, it takes a lot to make that happen. But one of the things Shiraz keeps doing, and that SK has done, and that at every single gala you're ever going to go to, you're going to hear is, okay, we got to give it up for the sponsors. We got to love the sponsors. We're going to go all googly on Google, and we love RBC, and we love Zero. Like, I would have hoped that an accounting firm would have a number bigger than Zero, but it's okay. That's another matter. That's branding. But we're always thanking the sponsors at galas. You know, they were responsible for the drink tickets, so we got to give it up for them. Well, guess what? Small business are the sponsors of Canada. As I've said in previous dinners, you are not just business people. You are hospital builders. You are school builders. You are bridge builders. You are road builders. You are providing social services, because without the economic activity you generate, without the jobs you generate, without the money that is generated, without the taxes that are paid by all of those people, none of the rest of this happens. So why is it that being in business is a bad thing? Why is it that we have political parties that more often than not, and I'm sure we're going to have videos and nice things, and you know, you're the heartbeat, but when we hear from too many, we're seen somehow as people not to trust, or that there is a business community and there is a community. And I reject that distinction 100%. There is only community, and you and those that you represent across this country are at the heart of that. So let's give it up for all of the nominees and finalists, but let's give it up to all of the sponsors of Canada from coast to coast to coast. And with that, I want to throw it back to my friend, Shiraz Sadiq, the man so fine, he's named for a wine. All the best.
Okay, he's coming to my next birthday party, and he's giving a keynote because I'm going to have a keynote at my birthday party. That was fantastic. Thank you, Rocco, once again. Before you give a round of applause to Rocco, understand that the passion that you hear up here is what he lives out every day. This is not like trying to make him feel good. He doesn't need people to make him feel good. His work and the fruit of his effort that he puts in every day at the Ontario Chamber of Commerce is speaking for itself. So once again, a round of applause for Rocco Rossi. There were a number of folks that Rocco alluded to that were unable to make it today, but they wanted to still send their warm regards. Please, if you can please give your attention to the screens now. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do something different. My apologies. They told me I have 3 strikes. That was strike 1. Okay. It is my pleasure to introduce at this time Daryl Sherman. He's the CEO of the CGLCC Chamber of Commerce and a champion for diversity and inclusion in business. If you can please join me in welcoming Daryl.
It's magic.
It's good.
Magic.
But I like the bow tie.
Thank you.
It's good.
Good evening, everyone. Rocco, thank you for those great remarks. So first, I want to congratulate all of the nominees and the finalists and the winners tonight, and thank Canadian SME for the work that they're doing in recognizing our business leaders. I'm proud of the relationship we have with Canadian SME. They provide a platform for all entrepreneurs, offering a space for the voices, the stories, and lived experiences of 2S LGBTQI and other diverse entrepreneurs. Partnerships like these are truly helping to create a more inclusive business environment. I run a national organization that is focused on economically empowering Canada's 2S LGBTQI business community. We are part of an ecosystem that is focused on economic inclusion and ensuring that every entrepreneur, regardless of race, gender identity, sexual orientation, or ability, has the opportunity to participate and contribute equally in our economy. We all know how important SMEs are to our country's economy. SMEs contribute over 50% of Canada's GDP and are responsible for almost 90% of private sector employment. And Canada's diverse-owned businesses are a critical piece of that. If we as a country hope to continue to grow and to thrive, we need to ensure that we're doing everything we can to support every entrepreneur in being successful. How can we hope to create that growing and thriving economy if we continue to exclude those that play a critical role in that growth? Exclusion is not an economic driver. Companies, governments, communities, anyone that impedes inclusion is constraining economic growth for this country. Exclusion constrains economic growth. Inclusion, on the other hand, has a positive impact. Positive impact on our labor market, on immigration, on innovation, on productivity, and on foreign investment. If we want to grow our economy, we need to be deliberate about inclusion. And each of you in this room plays an important part of that. Every small business owner, every entrepreneur, every leader can support driving economic growth by creating inclusion within their businesses and within their communities. Each of you has the power to drive immense change, to foster an inclusive economy where everyone has the ability to participate and contribute. As business owners and as business leaders, I believe that this is our responsibility. So again, congratulations to all of tonight's nominees and winners, and I look forward to seeing how each of you work to create a truly inclusive Canadian economy. Thank you.
Thank you, Daryl. And now we have a short video from a few dignitaries that were unable to make it tonight, but still wanted to extend their greetings to all of you this evening.
Hello and welcome to 2023 Canada Small Business Magazine Awards. I'm thrilled to be here virtually today as we celebrate the incredible achievements of small businesses across Canada. It is my great pleasure to congratulate all the winners of the awards this year. Your hard work and dedication have paid off, and you truly deserve this recognition. As Minister of International Trade, Export Promotion, Small Business and Economic Development, or as I like to call it, the Minister of Startup, Scale-Up and Access New Markets, the talent, the expertise, drive and innovation of Canada's small businesses never ceases to amaze me. Small businesses are job creators. They're the engines of economic growth, and we're here to support you every single step of the way through your entrepreneurial journey. From making life more affordable to cutting taxes for small businesses, lowering credit card fees, and lifting them up when they fall on hard times, our government will always be there for the over 250,000 small businesses across this amazing country. That's why I think today is so special. It's about showcasing your hard work, dedication, and creativity. These awards highlight your achievements and the best that Canada has to offer. I want to thank the organizers of tonight's awards for all that you do to promote small and medium-sized businesses across Canada. And of course, I want to express my warmest congratulations to this year's winners. Keep innovating and keep pushing our economy and our communities to that next level. Thank you. Merci.
Friends, welcome to tonight's award ceremony. This event is an opportunity to recognize the incredible achievements of Ontario's finest small businesses. Small businesses are the backbone of our economy, and we're with you every step of the way as we build Ontario and ensure our country continues to be home to thriving companies and their hardworking employees. I want to thank Canadian SME for hosting this event and honoring their recipients, and for supporting small businesses. I hope you all have a great event. Thank you and God bless.
Hi, everybody. Vic Fideli here, Ontario's Minister of Economic Development, Job Creation and Trade. On behalf of Premier Ford and the Ontario government, welcome to the Canadian SME National Business Awards. We're celebrating the accomplishments and success of entrepreneurs and small businesses across Ontario and Canada. Small businesses are the backbone of communities and represent the best of what Premier Ford likes to call the Ontario spirit, a spirit of hard work, dedication, and resilience. You know, when small businesses succeed, so do their workers, their families, and their communities. And that's why our government is doing everything to strengthen our economy and support entrepreneurs and small businesses. We've taken more than 400 actions to cut red tape, and we've reduced the cost of doing business in Ontario by $8 billion annually. This is money that goes back into your businesses so you can invest in people and grow. Through our 47 small business enterprise centers, our 17 regional innovation centers, and our 12 business advisory services offices, we're ensuring small businesses have the tools and resources that you need. And through our Digital Main Street program, we're helping small businesses grow their digital presence. So no matter where in Ontario your business is located, we're here to help you. On behalf of our government, congratulations to all nominees and to the winners. And thank you, everyone at the Canadian SME, for your unwavering dedication to the small business community. We wish you a very successful event.
On my script right now, it says that I have to once again thank all of our sponsors. So I'm going to do that. But I'm going to do it in a very different way, Charlie. I'm going to do it in a very different way. By the way, Charlie drove 4 hours to be here from Amherstburg. So give it up. Yes, I just outed you. I'm okay with that. We're going to do a little differently. We're going to thank the sponsors in a very differently. I am going to get in trouble, but I live on the edge of a proper and improper all the time. And that's okay. I remember those $250 gift certificates that I spoke about earlier, right? Mickey, I'm about to get in trouble, but that's okay. I'm in trouble all the time. The first person who writes down all their names, all the sponsors' names, in alphabetical order, and hands it to me, I'm not kidding, will get a $250 gift certificate. The first person to write them all down, okay? In alphabetical order, and everybody qualifies. Yes, even Rocco is writing them down really quickly, okay? So anybody and everybody, as a table, do what you got to do, and you can all share one dress shirt. I don't know, whatever it is, right? Whatever it is. First person to write them all of our sponsors down in alphabetical order. That's the key. I see Faye's mind right now. She's like, okay, let's spell it. Let's spell it properly. I can see you, Faye. That's awesome. And while you are all busy doing that, or not, because the RBC people seem very uninterested, that's okay. But Jokes aside, at this point, we would like to introduce Alexander Pay. He's the VP of Merchant Payment Services at Royal. Oh, okay, there's a little bit of buzz in the room. Everybody wants to win that prize. Okay. My apologies, Alexander. Let's let the room settle down before I bring him up. Yeah, you come on. All right. Please join me in welcoming Alexander Pay. He's the Vice President of Merchant Payment Services at RBC, based in Toronto. His mandate focuses on the execution and oversight of growing partnerships with Moneris, which includes Moneris Transformation Program as part of Envision 2024. He joined RBC 6 years ago to lead them in their Techs and Ops Innovation Group, focused on an array of emerging technologies, including blockchain, voice, digital identity, and cybersecurity. Please join me in welcoming Alexander.
Thank you. So, first of all, my sincere apologies for having to listen to that god-awful bio. You never know what they're going to say, so my sincere apologies. Secondly, I'm sorry that is an uncomfortably large photo of my already large head. I will tell you like that. That's my WebEx profile, etc. And people say, at RBC say, they always enjoy when I join a WebEx call, etc. like that, because I seem really happy. And then they meet me in real life and they kind of feel maybe I'm not so happy. A couple of things, if I could, just to echo one, Rocco. My grandparents on both sides were immigrants. My parents on both sides were immigrants. My wife and I immigrated here to Canada, and I couldn't agree more that immigration is an absolute secret source of Canada. Someone came here a few years ago, so just shout out to the immigrants. Love that, Rocco. I will also tell you, however they sequence me, we as RBC, I'm kind of jammed next to the energy, passion, excitement of the zero table. Stop at zero. We're a bank, right? You're making us feel very uncomfortable, etc. But I also know that I'm also standing between, your keynote speech with my good friend Natasha at Google. So I feel like let me just rush through this as quickly as I can. But secondly, Daryl, where are you? My 5-year-old son reminds me this on a daily basis. He says, Dad, we're a Canadian family, and Canadian families are inclusive, not exclusive. All right. And I think I look at that all the time. I say to people all the time, that's a 5-year-old who seems to understand that. So I think, if they can quite frankly get it, I think all of us who are incredibly smart individuals here in the room, I think we should all get it. So again, just shout out to you and your team for the work that you're doing. So quickly, I'd like to begin my comments with an acknowledgement of the celebration for SK. Where is SK? He's over here actually still working, and the entire Canadian SME team. This is the 4th Canadian SME Awards presentation event, and the fact that we're here in person is a testament to the commitment of that team and to Canadian entrepreneurs. So if you could join me, a very, very big shout out to SK and his team. I moved to Canada, or I immigrated to Canada here a number of years ago, and I continue to be inspired by the leadership, creativity, and resilience of Canadians' business community. And we all look to all of you in this room and many more as examples of excellence for future generations, innovators, and entrepreneurs in this country. When I asked people about moving here to Canada, this is a very true story. The 2 things that they could tell me 3 things. 1, they said, Google Rob Ford. I said, okay. They said, 2, the Prime Minister is a very good looking man. I said, okay, this is interesting. They said, in Canada, small business is big business. This is the 3 things that I got briefed as I was based out of the UK at that time. They said, in Canada, small business is big business. Now having been at RBC for the last 6 years, I can assure you right now, small businesses in Canada absolutely are the backbone of organizations like Royal Bank, but also the greater community. So again, big round of applause to all of our entrepreneurs. I will just say, while the world's gone through tremendous change, one constant remains: your vision, innovative mindset, entrepreneurial determination, and it's held steady to continue to drive you and us forward in spite of the challenges many of you and us faced during the COVID-19 pandemic. So with that, on behalf of RBC, it is my absolute pleasure to join you this evening and represent a program that uncovers and celebrates your inspiring stories and individuals who make them real. So thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you once again, Alexander. I have 2 submissions. Table 37 came in second place, so we still wanted to give them some recognition, but that's okay, Table 37. Where are you at, Table 37? Can we hear you? Okay. Thanks for coming out tonight, right? Don't worry, there'll be other nominees like you that didn't get the award, but you're okay. It's good to be nominated, okay? But Table 24, her name is Lee. And Lee at Table 24, she actually tackled me behind stage. She's like, I win. And so congratulations, Lee. The order, and please don't fact check this, okay? Please don't do it. Cybercatch, Deloitte, eBay, GoDaddy, Google, HP, Nerds On Site, RBC, Samsung, The Answer Company, UPS, Xero, and Zoho. Congratulations, Lee at Table 24. And I'm gonna get in trouble again. I'm gonna switch it up again. I'm just gonna like do some fun things again to get that out. I have the stay focused, Shiraz. Okay, here we go. Our friend from UPS is here. Her name is Jennifer. Could you please give a great round of applause for Jennifer? She's the key account executive with UPS, who of course is our exclusive shipping partner. By the way, they're clapping for your dress because, hey, yeah.
I think the biggest award I should get is for walking up here in these shoes. Bought them just for you guys. So bear with me one moment. Thank you so much. So good evening and welcome to the Canadian SME Business Awards. As you know, my name is Jennifer Kai, Key Account Executive at UPS Canada. I'm glad to be here this evening to celebrate with you, your successes, and the vital role you play in our economy. Let me begin by thanking the team at the Canadian SME. We have been partners for a few years now because of your commitment to supporting and promoting Canada's small and medium business enterprises. You not only provide tools, support, and networks, you have provided a community and ecosystem support to help businesses succeed. We are excited to see how we can continue to make an impact together. I would also like to thank all the business owners here today. All of you, along with the entrepreneurial community across Canada, continue to inspire organizations like UPS with your unstoppable spirit and dedication to overcome anything that comes your way. The passion for the work you all do every day is just so very clear and contagious. It drives us to work just as hard for you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this evening, and congratulations to all the business nominated.
And once again, thank you, Jennifer. This next young lady who is making her way up now, and she's already ready because she's that eager. I got to accountants, rowdy. I don't get it. Like there's a bit of a disconnect. We got to hang out for 4 fun-filled days. Come on up, Faye. We got to hang out in New Orleans. Ladies and gentlemen, if there is a dynamo that you really want to meet tonight while you're networking, it is this young lady right here. Please give it up for Faye Pang.
So when Shiraz told me I could say a few words tonight, he didn't tell me I was going to be the 10th welcome remarks of the evening. So I apologize, but I promise you the keynote is right after this. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Faye Pang, and I have the privilege of leading the Xero Canada Rowdy Table and business across this country. Xero, for those of you who don't know, is a cloud-based accounting software empowering over 3.5 million small businesses around the world. At Xero, we are driven by a powerful mission to transform the way that small businesses and their advisors do business. We believe that when we nurture and support small businesses, we're actually helping communities thrive, become more vibrant, become more dynamic, and ultimately benefit the communities around them. Tonight, I do want to touch on a theme that doesn't often get brought up when we discuss the challenges that small businesses face. We frequently hear about their struggle with financial services, talent retention, or the race towards digitization. But tonight, I want to talk about mental health. Because being a small business owner can often feel like you're on a treadmill without an off button, a roller coaster with no end, the gardener during rush hour. There's simply no way to get off the ride. Now, I saw this firsthand with my parents, 2 Chinese immigrants. Immigrants is a theme tonight, yes. Who built a food services small business in Mississauga for 23 years. And for 23 years, I watched them toil away. Stress over whether or not they could pay the bills. Pore over their financials. Worried sick about where their next customer was going to come from. The mental and physical toll that this took on them was immense. But more importantly, it was largely left unsaid. This was simply the cost of doing business. Now at Xero, we've been really curious about the mental well-being of business owners around the world. And so we recently conducted a study to gauge factors like personal well-being and self-fulfillment on multiple dimensions. We surveyed nearly 5,000 small businesses around the world and 600 of them in Canada. What we found was that Canadian small business owners are very passionate about their work, which I'm sure many of you can attest to tonight, but that the stress often spills over into their personal lives. We discovered a generational gap in how small business owners cope with stress. 40% of Canadian entrepreneurs in their 30s felt this impact. However, only 14% of those in their 50s did, which I think is pretty interesting. Even more interesting, nearly a quarter of Canadian respondents stated that they could not access affordable counseling even if they needed it. So what does that mean? Where do we go from here? What's the rally cry for us tonight in this room? You know, I look across the room, we've got a collective of folks that care so deeply about small business health and the small business economy in Canada. So I want to leave you with 3 thoughts as we enter into tonight and we think about how we can take all of this energy in the room and move it forward. First, our study found that small business owners found their daily work interesting were more likely to have higher well-being scores. This, to me, bolsters the case for more programs that support learning, upskilling, and innovation. Secondly, we found countries with less access to support also tended to suffer less on well-being metrics. We recommend, rather suffer more on well-being metrics. We recommend increased investment and policy support for counseling services that address the unique positions and stressors that face small business owners today. Lastly, let's all explore ways to achieve greater restedness. And no, scrolling TikTok at the end of the day does not count. Right? Small business owners would do well to cultivate a mindset of rest where they intentionally put their business aside to rest and recharge. Let's encourage the small business owners in this room and in Canada to put their own oxygen mask on first before helping others. So in closing, I want to emphasize that each of us has a role to play in championing the mental well-being of Canadian small businesses. To the small business owners and operators in the room, I take my hat off, recognize and support the incredible contributions that you make to the Canadian economy every single day. Thank you for those contributions to your customers, to your people, and to the greater good of Canada. You are truly, as we've heard many times tonight, the backbone of the Canadian economy, and we're very, very grateful for your passion and dedication. Thank you so much.
How was your salad? It was pretty good? Pretty good? Now, Natasha, no pressure, but you are what stands between, your keynote is what stands between their meal and you. So just like you have so much power right now, right? Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you took to heart what Faye just shared about mindfulness and your own rest and taking care of yourself. I think Natasha will add to that. And right now, I just want to share a few words about Natasha. Natasha Walji is the Managing Director at Google Canada for Google Customer Solutions, focusing on helping small and medium-sized businesses grow and thrive. She's been actively involved in the community for 20 plus years, focusing on disaster relief, poverty alleviation, public health, and co-founded an organization for children with disabilities. You'll find a common theme here with people like Faye, with people like Natasha, is business is great, but when you care about people, it matters even more. And Natasha certainly is one of them. She's an angel investor and an investment committee member for the Blue Ivy Ventures. Please join me in welcoming Natasha as she delivers our keynote for this evening. By the way, be careful. Be careful. She was also voted one of the top 100 most powerful women in Canada.
All right, good night, good evening, everyone. I'm so delighted to be here with all of you and joined by some of the most incredible companies across Canada. You are the lifeblood of the Canadian economy, and Faye, I just want to thank you for raising awareness for such an important topic that really means a lot to each and every one of us. So thank you. It was a beautiful address. And I also did not know I'd be one of 11 people, so +1 to that, and I know dinner is coming, and I will keep this brief. But I do want to say that I have the distinct pleasure of working with small, medium businesses every single day to help them grow and thrive using our AI-powered solutions. This evening, I'm joined by my Google team and a number of our clients that are nominated this evening. Congratulations to all of you and all of you in this room that are nominated. We cannot wait to see you will be on this podium very, very soon once they announce the winners. So AI is a very, very big topic for all of us. And for me, I'm honestly in awe of AI. And the reason for that is the first time I was ever exposed to artificial intelligence was when I was a third-year university student in computer science, and my professor was talking about artificial intelligence in the future. And it was actually a concept in a textbook, and he was describing self-driving cars and mobile phones connected to the internet and personalized medicine. I was like, wow, I can't believe that's going to be our future, because it was such a stark contrast to actually how I was operating in computer science. So this is actually a photograph of the lab that I spent an inordinate amount of time in. Now, I'm going to be very honest, the lab didn't look this nice. The carpet is still the same, by the way, but we had older computers. And the reason why I had to go to this lab is because I didn't have the computing power at home. It was the only way that I could write code was actually going to this lab and writing code till 3 or 4 in the morning because they had the computing power there. And then at home, I had dial-up internet, which had the combination of being very slow and making very weird noises for those of you that had dial-up internet. And so our lab actually had obviously high-speed internet. And then I had a mobile flip phone that was kind of beige gray. I couldn't figure out what really the color was for those of you that care about colors. But I thought I was very cool with the flip phone, but it could barely get my text messages to me on time. So I had no hope of it ever connecting to the internet. So that was kind of what I was dealing with day to day. But the reason why I'm in awe of artificial intelligence is because fast forward all these years later, AI has touched each and every one of us and is integrated into how we work, live, and play, and has the potential to transform everything that we do. And that's because we are in this third major technological shift in our generation. The first shift we know was the internet. The second was mobile computing. And the fun fact there is there are more mobile phones in the world than there are people. There are smartphones now in the hands of billions of people across the world that is effectively a supercomputer in every single one of your pockets. So none of us have to go to a computer lab anymore. And I think what's amazing to see is those two shifts fundamentally changed the world, made us more deeply connected and opened up so many opportunities, including for so many business owners to actually start businesses today. And now here we are in the middle of this major shift with AI. And I think what's interesting about that is that AI has now become very mainstream. So I think we're seeing AI on our favorite TV shows, it's in the media, it's now at my dinner table, especially when you work at Google. I can't avoid it. But also at everyone's dinner tables, I'm sure you will tonight. But I think what's fascinating is that AI used to be a conversation in academia or in tech companies or in, just say, corporations' IT departments, but now is actually in the public discourse. And I think that gives me a lot of encouragement for the future of AI. And at Google, we believe AI is the most profound technology that humanity is working on. So let's talk about what's happened in AI in the last 6 months. So I think for many of us, feels like it's happened so quickly with generative AI and conversational AI. But what I can tell you is we've been working on AI for decades. In fact, the first machine learning model that we used was in 2001. And so you can see some of the technologies that we've been developing. These are quite technical. We've made some of them open source, and that's so other developers can actually use this technology as well to advance AI. But what is AI? So I was thinking about this a lot because I have a 7-year-old daughter, and I'm like, what am I going to tell her that we do? So then I, of course, Googled it. Thank you, Shiraz, for all those shameful plugs. But we did, and I thought the best definition of AI is computers' ability to actually learn and to actually think and learn. So it's the ability of computers to be able to think and learn. I thought that was a really interesting definition. And when we think about what generative AI is, it's the ability of computers to create things, content, video, text, etc. So I think what's interesting about that is that that feels very conceptual, but I wanted to kind of go a little bit deeper for this keynote. So we have a tool called Bard. It's our conversational tool. And I know many of you kind of heard about it. It's been launched in the US and UK, and they've promised me that it's coming to Canada soon. So at Google, we have the luxury of dog fooding our things before they kind of release it to the masses. So I dog fooded with Bard, and I asked Bard, how can AI help Canadian SMEs grow and thrive? Now, I'm going to be honest, Bard's a bit of a rambler. That's not how you feel about me, but Bard did ramble. He had many, many paragraphs, but I then worked with Bard to then synthesize its output. And Bard and I landed on 4 things. I'm acting like Bard is a best friend, but it is not. It's me that really synthesized all of it. But there were 4 things that we landed on. Number 1, AI can help SMEs actually become more productive. So automating tasks. I loved that point Faye made on like well-being. That means the stuff you don't like, you can probably automate it and be happier, hopefully. Secondly, expand into more markets. So whether it's new neighborhoods or cities or provinces or even internationally. Third is developing new products and services. So AI can help you learn about your competition, identify trends, and help give you ideas. And fourth is interacting with your customers in a more personalized way. So AI is not perfect. It's definitely learning and growing with us, but I think it's powerful seeing humans and AI working together to co-create, and the lens of humans adding context and our expertise to really bring that to life and make that useful information. And that's what kind of I think is the promise of AI into the future. Now, while AI is the most profound technology of our time, I think the most profound question is, can we trust it? And I think each and every one of us wants to know, can we trust it? And that's why we were taking a very measured and thoughtful approach at Google. And we really believe in responsible AI development, and that is core to our mission. And the reason for that is because we totally understand the power of AI, and we totally believe in the promise of it making the world more accessible and useful for each and every person. And that's what will take time. We also recognize the significant role that AI plays in society today. And when you layer on generative AI, you can imagine how quickly this is evolving. So for us, it's very much about balancing experimentation and taking risks, but we want to be very thoughtful and mindful of that word that Shiraz used about the what and how, because that's going to actually scale the future forward. So one thing that is honestly one of the highlights in my time at Google, I've been at Google for 13 years. We published our Google AI principles 5 years ago. We were one of the first tech companies in the world to make this public. You can go online and see it. And these principles are designed to be our ethical charter to drive how we shape our products and services that reach billions of people across the world. Why did it mean so much to me? It means so much to me because I started my career as a computer scientist, and these are all the things that we were discussing as well, is the ethics around AI. So I was just so happy to see that we were front forward on this 5 years ago. And just so you know, we know it's always a work in progress. We actually develop an annual report on how we're doing and the learnings. You can also find that online because we want to be super transparent. And we recognize that as a world, we're all learning how these technologies can have second order and third order effects on the world. And for us, this is very much a core part of our DNA. In fact, when we published this, we actually got a note from our CEO. I forwarded it to my team immediately. I went to the printer, I printed it off. We don't print a lot at Google. It's kind of hard. I don't know why, but it's very hard. I don't know. Anyways, I printed it off. I put it on my cube. And then every person that joined my team, I would remind them of these principles because it reminds us of our higher purpose and the contribution and the responsibility that we have in the world. So I wanted you all to be aware of it. And it's nice to have these principles, but I think is more nice and it gives me enormous inspiration, as you heard from my 20 years of community service, is actually imagining the impact of AI on solving the greatest challenges of our time. So think about like mental health and well-being, healthcare at scale, poverty alleviation, climate change. Like those are the things that I think are really amazing examples, and I wanted to share a couple of them today. So the first example I wanted to share is from Google Maps. I hope you're all using this, by the way, because we're pretty lucky Canada made it in the pilot. So it's the EU, US, UK, and Canada that made it into this Google Maps pilot, where you can find the most fuel-efficient routes to get anywhere in Canada or anywhere in those regions. And what's amazing about that is that this pilot launched I think several years ago. We've removed 1.2 million tons of carbon by doing this, and that's like removing 250,000 cars off the road through this pilot. Now it's one feature, but can you imagine if every developer thinks in this way, we will be able to make a significant impact on climate change, not just with predictive AI, but with generative AI as well. The second example, which is very near and dear to my heart, are there any other people in this audience that are doing the Ride to Conquer Cancer this year? Yes, Rocco, I knew you would be. By the way, you said such a great speech earlier. I'm so glad I didn't follow you. But thank you for doing that. It's a huge thing, and if you want to talk about it later, we can. But I'm really inspired. Yes, Rocco. Rocco, I'm at the podium right now, so I'll let you know. We need your help. You know where to find me. Okay, so so I think I think what I'm really excited about is just to see the developments in cancer diagnosis, screening. I think that's incredible because you can imagine what that will do for longevity in identifying cancer, addressing it. And what I'm also super excited about is to see the multidisciplinary approach by integrating data sets from like physicians and data scientists and computer scientists, and looking at cancer pathology images in a more sharpened way, integrating that with like blood work samples, patient history records, genomic sequencing. So the genome took 13 years to sequence, everyone, and it was sequenced in 2003, but it's very large and a lot of data, but now we've got cloud computing. So imagine all of that together and brilliant minds working on that. Like, I feel like we're gonna find the cure to cancer in our lifetime as a result of that. Please sponsor me for the Ride to Conquer Cancer. I think that wasn't on my script. Sorry, team. Okay, so, but I am very excited about that. And I think that personalized medicine and the use of AI is going to help all of us live a much better quality of life and also help us live longer with a better quality of life. So I'm really, really excited about that. All right, so as all of you can see, we're deeply passionate, many of us, about the possibilities of AI, and the possibilities are honestly endless in terms of helping people, the planet, and businesses achieve their full potential. But it doesn't work without the power of human knowledge and ingenuity, which all of you have in spades. And this is so true in running a successful business. And so when it comes to driving profitable growth and results, we believe AI is your business multiplier, and marketing is at the heart of that. And so one of the examples I wanted to feature today is from one of our customers, Clutch, which was identified as one of Canada's top fastest growing companies. They have AI at the core of their business model. And so what they've done is they've actually automated the process for buying and selling used cars in Canada. They've helped thousands of Canadians do this in a frictionless way and in a very cost-effective way, using AI and algorithms and managing supply and demand. And they've been working with us on how to use our Google AI-powered solutions to actually reach customers in a profitable way at scale. So about a year ago, they used one of our new products called Performance Max, and that product uses Google AI intelligence to basically find customers through our different properties like Gmail, Maps, Search, YouTube, etc., and helps you basically identify those customers and hopefully bring them into buy and sell used cars. What they saw when they used this technology is their sales went up 200%, and they were able to do that in a very profitable cost per acquisition. Now, that is just one example of how AI has the ability to help you maximize profit. And so this is a study that was done for McKinsey. So that was one example, but if you look at this one study from McKinsey, when they were actually applying AI to the marketing function, what they found is, first of all, AI usage is going up. I don't know if that's an insight. That's not the biggest insight. We all know that. But I think what's interesting is that people that applied AI to marketing, 70% of them saw a top line impact on revenue. 30% of them saw a bottom line impact in terms of cost reduction. And so you can see that that is P&L impacting, and very, very exciting to see if you are a small business, that AI can definitely help you manage your costs and have better, hopefully, well-being. So to bring us home, because as Alex said, I'm between you and dinner as well. You did point that out, thank you. But AI has incredible potential, but unlocking this potential is only possible with the rich inputs of people. And I think each and every one of us know that AI systems are learning and improving, but they are there to co-create with us. And hopefully all over time, we will all be more comfortable, and we are all supportive of having guardrails and principles in place to doing so. Now, if you are a small business, I hope you will see over time that this is going to offer you a powerful competitive advantage to help you unlock more opportunities by leaning into AI. But I too am the daughter of 2 small business owners, so I can just imagine how overwhelming all of this must seem to all of you. But just know that our technology, and many companies in this room's technology, is there to help you kind of power the path forward and navigate the future ahead. And we know it's not easy, and your customers are already there, and that's why we've built a lot of our technology to help you meet your customer where they're at. Now, what I'll say is that at Google, we fully recognize, and I hope you can see that very sincerely from me, that we play a significant role in the world as AI evolves, because our products reach billions of people across the world. And our goal is to help billions of people and to achieve our mission of organizing the world's information and making it universally accessible and useful to everyone. And we know that we will be, thinking about AI and using it in ways that are both bold, but also, I want to underscore, responsible. And that's super critical to our mission and to helping all of us be successful in the future. So I just want to say thank you very much for listening. I appreciate you. We look forward to partnering with each and every one of you in the Canadian ecosystem to helping you harness the power of AI and to help you be successful into the future. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Natasha. Dinner will be served momentarily. Actually, they're going to begin dinner service now. We at Canadian SME try to live where the rubber meets the road in a practical way. Meaning, we heard some wonderful things about Ride for Cancer. Is that what it's called, Natasha? Ride for Cancer, Rocco? Thank you, Rocco. Ride to Conquer Cancer. I have a $250 gift certificate to give away. First person, please don't trip over each other. To sponsor both of them, come and speak to them. First person to sponsor both of them. Hey, $250, I didn't say what the amount is, but let's be people that act when we hear when there's a need in the community, because that's what they represent as leaders in the business community. So let's mimic that as well. So that it'd be my privilege to give away another $250 gift certificate to the first person to sponsor both of them. Dinner is served, ladies and gentlemen. There will. You're invited to my birthday party already, Rocco. Don't worry about it. You're already invited. Dinner is served. Enjoy dinner. Please take this time to get to know other people at the tables around you as well. And we'll be back with some fun announcements in a moment. Thank you very much.
I know you play. Bring it over to my plate. You don't know what you do. Your body like speaks to me. You don't know what you do. Your body like speaks to me. You don't know what you do. No, every speaks to me. No, every speaks to me. You don't know what you do. Your body speaks to me. You don't know what you do. No, it's just a power. Speaks to me. No, it's just a power.
Hablas con otra que no soy yo y te confieso que viéndolo, baby, me dan ganas de tenerte. Just a little crush got me over here thinking that somebody else cares, somebody else cares. I know we got trust, but you begin me thinking somebody else cares, somebody else cares. Tú quieres darme celos. All this time and we still got that selfish stuff. You like making me jealous. Es un juego que queda entre tú y yo, tú y yo, tú y yo. Como me miran es obvio, enmarca tu territorio. Este secreto entre los dos, sé que te dan ganas de tenerme. I get just a little rush when you're over there thinking that somebody else cares, somebody else cares. You know we got trust.
Esta noche la vida es completa.
हमें तो लूट लिया मिलके इश्क वालों ने, बहुत ही तंग किया अब तक इन ख्यालों ने। नशा चढ़ा जो शरीफी का उतार फेंका है, बेशरम रंग कहाँ देखा दुनिया वालों ने। हमें तो लूट लिया मिलके इश्क वालों ने, बहुत ही तंग किया अब तक इन ख्यालों ने। नशा चढ़ा जो शरीफी का उतार फेंका है, बेशरम रंग कहाँ देखा दुनिया वालों ने। मुझ में नई बात है, नई आदतों के साथ है। मुझ में नई बात है, नई आदतों के साथ है जो सही वो करना नहीं, गलत होने की यही तो शुरुआत है।
Esta noche la vida es completa.
नशा चढ़ा जो शरीफी का उतार फेंका है, बेशरम रंग कहाँ देखा दुनिया वालों ने। हमें तो लूट लिया मिलके इश्क वालों ने, बहुत ही तंग किया अब तक इन ख्यालों ने। बेसबर बेसबर शामों सहर दोनों का दिल बेखबर 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 हो कश्तियाँ हमारी लुटा कर आ गई लहर लहर दोनों का दिल बेसफर 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 हाँ डूबे हाँ डूबे हाँ डूबे तुझे में यहाँ हाँ डूबे हाँ डूबे हाँ डूबे उफ ये गहराइयाँ हाँ डूबे हाँ डूबे
I hope. Check, check. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully everyone is enjoying their meal. We will begin the second part of our evening shortly. There are a couple of things I need to call out quickly. Somebody left their phone in one of the washrooms, and I went through your Instagram account, and I saw some pictures that were just like, I got a lot of blackmail on you, so I didn't. I'm joking, but please collect your phone. It'll be sitting on the stage. If you have lost your phone, it is sitting up here on the stage. It will only cost you $600 to get it out of my grip. A small donation to Ride to Conquer Cancer, and we'll get your phone back. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our second winner of the evening. Brad Butty has stepped up to donate to both Rocco Rossi and Natasha Walji and their campaign. So, Brad Butty, could you please stand up so we can acknowledge you and thank you for your generosity this evening. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin the second part of our evening and the most important part of our evening shortly. Thank you. Oh, by the way, last thing, can we please give Sophie Christensen, our violinist, a rousing round of applause? And if you wish to use her for a future event of your own, please connect with her as well. Thank you, Sophie. You're doing a fantastic job. Check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, we will begin the second part of our evening shortly, but I wanted to introduce you to my friend Dylan right here. He flew in from Vancouver with his family to celebrate his dad's nomination. Can we give a round of applause for Dylan? The reason why I brought Dylan up here is because, look, if you want to learn how to dress, Dylan's the man. Look at this. One more round of applause for my main man, Dylan. Thank you, Dylan. That side right over there, yes. Now, I know that some of us aren't feeling that upbeat, but don't worry. When they go down to Florida and come back, we're hoping that the series will be tied 2-2. Okay? We know the Leafs will get there and it'll be tied 2-2 when they come back from Florida. But the Leafs are one team. Okay, maybe it didn't work out for the Raptors either. That's okay. Perhaps some of the changes that they're making, it'll work out. But in November of 2022, we had an amazing moment that happened. The Toronto Argonauts won the Grey Cup Championship, right? And of course, Rocco has season tickets. And that was the Argos, right? And ladies and gentlemen, the MVP for that game in Canada, we call him the MOP, the most outstanding player of the game. His name is Enoch Mwamba. He's the defensive captain of the Toronto Argonauts. I was speaking to him a couple weeks ago, and all he is all about is helping to inspire more people to achieve their dreams and step into the places and spaces that they belong. In a few moments, as we wrap up dessert, Enoch Mwamba himself is here in the building. The defensive captain. Yeah, let's celebrate an Argo champion. One of few champions that our sports get to celebrate in Canada. He is here with us this evening, and in a few moments, he will be joining us on stage. We will begin momentarily. But in the meantime, can I please ask the following people to meet me on the side right over here? Cheryl Mitchell, Alexander Pay, Andrea Barrett, Faye Pang, of course, Ritu Kohli Sethi, Pooja Subham, Anna Sinclair, Mark Hickman, John Warren, Young Lee, Natasha. If you could please also join us just to the side of the stage over here. John Warren, Mark Hickman, Ezzy Gizem, Kagati, Veronica, Catherine Davidowski, Karen Shulman Dupois, Mike Vilimirovich. I always mess up your name, but I love you, Mickey. Mickey, if you can please join us as well, just to the left over here. Felipe Zarake, I messed that up. Felipe, I apologize. I don't see you, but forgive me. If you could please join me to the left of the stage. We will begin momentarily. Thank you. Please enjoy the dessert. By the way, can we give MTCC a round of applause for their service tonight and the wonderful meal that their staff has prepared for us? Thank you. We'll be with you shortly.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way you like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby. No sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
I'm one of the greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated. Ironic, I gave him love and they end up hating on me. She told me she loved me and she been waiting. Been fighting hard for your love and I'm running thin on my patience. Needing someone to hug, even took it back to the basics. You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movie. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up. They always leaving you far, but you run together. Weight of the world on my shoulders, I kept my head up. Now baby, stand up, cause girl, you
want me, I want you, baby. My sugar boo, I'm levitating. The Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. Lady, crazy. Thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Baby, but look at where I ended up. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So, if you don't wanna see me dancing with somebody, if you wanna believe that anything can stop me, don't show up, don't come out, don't start caring about me now. Walk away, you know how. Don't start caring about me now. Aren't you the guy who tried to hurt me with the word goodbye? Though it took some time to survive you, I'm better on the other side. I'm all good already, so moved on, it's scary. I'm not where you left me at all.
Can you guys help me pick a filter? I don't know if I should go with XX Pro or Valencia. I want to look tan. What should my caption be? I want it to be clever. How about living with my bitches, #live. I only got 10 likes in the last 5 minutes. Do you think I should take it down? Let me take another selfie.
Okay, sure. But this whole thing is a list for all the
Wow, table number 6 is having a good time. They just stole bottles from other tables and they brought it to their own table. Okay. I didn't just call you out, did I? No, I didn't. Don't mind her. She's from Australia. She's lovely. She's amazing. She really is. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to begin the second part of our evening. Hopefully everybody enjoyed a great meal and company at your table. There is one shout out that I need to give. A few shout outs that I need to give just because there's some amazing people in this room. One of them is my friend Chow Louis of Parish Jewelers. Hey, Chow, just want to say hello to her and her husband, Matt, who is here with her today as well. Another shout out that I want to give is I think all of us loved Dylan being up here because we all have families that are making sacrifices to support us in our businesses. Right? And so can we please celebrate your families tonight, whether they're here or not? A round of applause for all the people who are really the backbone, allowing us to do what we do. My backbone is here tonight. My 2 daughters are here, Raina and Nyla, so I just want to give them a quick hello. They're going to hate me afterwards, but I love you ladies. Love you, Raina. Love you, Nyla. You want nothing to do with me, but that's okay. They're here. They're in the building. At this time, I'd like to welcome Rocco Rossi to the stage as we honor the judges. Guys, I got to tell you, it was not an easy process. They deliberated and then deliberated again to ensure that they calibrated properly in their deliberation to select the best people. When we say that, hey, we're just great that you were nominated, we don't mean that by, just loosely. We really appreciate everyone that was nominated because you did a fantastic job. Rocco is here to present all of our judges with their, we just want to appreciate them in one way, in one shape or form. So Rocco.
Shiraz, there you go. Okay, well, you see the full list. A number of those people cannot be here, so we're going to focus on those who are really committed to the process and actually showed up as well as doing the work. Let's start it off with Cheryl Mitchell, Director, Center for Entrepreneurship at Humber College. Country manager, Zero in the house. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh yeah, the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. Oh yeah. Okay, we've got Kim Colisetti, managing partner at GTEC.
My apologies, I wrote that wrong. It's Ritu Colisetti.
This is the rhythm of the night. The rhythm of the night.
Give it up for Pooja Subran, Director of Marketing, QuickBooks Canada.
This is the rhythm of the night.
You know her, you love her, Natasha Walji, Managing Director at Google. So near now, not even remember your face. Without you, baby, still think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. Young Lee, market lead at GoDaddy. It's nothing, so Everyone's fantastic, but a really special applause for Anna Sinclair, founder and CEO of Total. He doesn't wear a dress as well, but give it up for Mark Hickman, Managing Director at Sage Canada. Please put your hands together for Mr. Lee Smout, President of the World Trade Center at the Toronto Region Board of Trade. Just to be absolutely clear, that is not Lee Smout. That is someone accepting the award for Lee Smout. Lee would never be able to carry that off. Okay. The president of WBE Canada, Sylvia Pencock. Let's make some noise, boys and girls, for Chantel McKenzie, Regional VP at Canada Protection Plan of Foresters Financial.
Oh my God, I can't believe what I pick up. I'm thinking things I shouldn't say, saying songs I've never sung. Oh my God.
Nancy Wilson, founder and CEO of the Canadian Women's Chamber of Commerce.
Calm down. This your body, you put in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown.
Now that was Karen KSD accepting on behalf of Mickey Velimirovich, the Senior Executive Consultant, Strategic Advisor, and Speaker at the exciting Last and definitely not least, Felipe Zarekie, Marketing Manager, Small Business Segment, UPS Canada. I will just accept this and have UPS deliver it to his house. I think they're in that business, so it should be okay.
That was awesome. Thank you for lifting the energy in the room after a wonderful meal. Yes, we're about to get on to the awards part. In order to win an award, you have to have a champion mindset. And that's what we're about to hear Enoch Mwamba share with us. So please, welcome to the stage, Grey Cup champion, MVP of the last Grey Cup game, Enoch Mwamba.
It is my pleasure to announce the most outstanding player in the 2022 Grey Cup game, Enoch Mwamba.
Thank you, Shiraz. All right, I'm gonna try and be really quickly. I want to try to be real quick. Shiraz put me on a time clock. I literally just have 8 minutes. So when you yell one, if I keep going, I gave him permission to come and tackle me. So I should be fine. But I'm so excited to be here. I want to be really quick. I'm gonna get my thoughts together, but I'm excited to be here. And I'm going to share, I was going to say 2 stories, but 1 story, 3 lessons. Can I do that? 1 story, 3 lessons, and I'm off the stage, I promised you. All right. I wanted to talk about the beginning, right? I've been playing professional football for 11 years. People sometimes think I'm crazy because I'm going for another year next year. So that's 12. But the reason for that, though, is who knows what the average length of a professional football career? Anybody? Anybody? Take a guess. Take a guess. We made eye contact, so you got to give me. He said uncomfortable. 7. No, that's way too high. Come on. Somebody else. I'm on time clock. 3. Oh, there's a lot of people that know. So 3 years is the average length of a professional football career, and I'm on year 11. On year 11. I mean, it's a blessing that I never, ever took for granted. And thank you. I'm cutting you guys off when you're clapping because you guys are eating up on my time. But so I take it back to the beginning because one of my favorite stories to kind of share with people because I love inspiring, I love sharing about the beginnings, right? And it's very similar. I go to a lot of companies, a lot of organizations, and I talk about certain lessons that I learned within the game of football in 11 years, some amazing lessons that allowed me to grow to the person that I am today. So I have 3 amazing daughters, and after I got them, my amazing wife gave me 3 beautiful girls. I cry for everything. I don't know. Anyways, that was just an aside, but let me go back to the story. So here it is. Okay, so I'm born originally in the Congo, in Africa, right? If anybody knows Africa, if anybody knows anything, I could go without a mic too. But if anybody knows anything about the Congo and Africa in general, when you say football, it's a completely different sport. And so I was born there and I left there. My parents decided to leave at a very, very, very young age for me. And we lived in Montreal. I speak French. Oui, je parle français. And from there, we moved to the GTA, moved around quite a bit. And I loved sport. I was sharing with Nyla and Reina over there, Shiraz's daughters, that I truly believe that I'm an introvert. I really am. You guys are laughing. I really am, because a lot of that has to do with just the moving around, like in my upbringing. And so I played a lot of sports, and sports was my escape. It's what I did when I didn't want to think about everything else. And so it wasn't until, you name it, track and field, you name it, I played it. Volleyball, I played it. Never, ever did I touch a football. I get to grade 10. All of my friends, my professional friends, at the professional football realm, when they talk to me about stories about their beginnings, they talk about Pee Wee football. Pee Wee football, that's like 5-6 years old. I don't have any recollection of that at all. And so I started in grade 10. I remember like it was yesterday. My coach comes to me and says, Enoch, you should try football right after the basketball season in my grade 9th year. And he says, you got to try football. And so I go, okay, you know what? Let me try this thing. Took a leap of faith. This is what I want you to get from this. Take a leap of faith because you never know what's on the other side. I took a leap of faith. And he tells me, hey, look, come on the football field. He says, you're going to have this guy in front of you. His name is a quarterback. He's going to turn around. He's going to hand you this weird shaped looking ball. And you're going to take it. When you see that big, thick white line over there, I say, yes, okay, keep running. And once you get there, it's good for the good guys. I said, okay, cool. All right. Simple enough. The one thing he forgot to tell me, somebody knows where I'm going. He forgot to tell me that there'd be 12 people coming and try to break every single bone in my body. And so here it is. Here's the lesson. Here's the big lesson in this. He forgot to tell me that. And so when I'm running, holding this weird shaped looking ball, I'm running, and I'm absolutely, the earliest success that I had in football was running for my life. I was completely afraid. I'm running. I don't want to get hit. Listen, don't miss it. I was running in fear. A lot of us in here have started businesses, have started things, or are even thinking about starting things, and it might be scary. You might be frightened. Here's my encouragement for today. Keep moving. Keep going. No matter how hard, no matter how tired, no matter how fearful you might be, keep running. You do not know what's on the other side. Here are my 3 lessons, and I'm gone. How am I doing, Shiraz? Here are my lessons. 3 lessons. I played for 11 years. I think that I was decent. I've won a few awards. I was an all-star a few times. But never, ever was I ever able to raise these trophies and the champion. And so if you know sports, you play to be a champion. At the beginning of every season, every team, they say, hey, we're going to be champions at the end of this year. We're going to be champions. And so 11 years straight, never once did I finish the season hoisting a trophy. This is my first time. And I have 3 lessons that I learned. And I'm saying these 3 things and I'm running off. I promise you I'll run off. these are the three things that I learned. And it's things that kind of open my eyes to a different realm when it comes to sports, but it's very applicable to the world of business, right? Three things. And the very first thing is this: don't wait to be great. You do not have to wait to be great. If you want to be a champion, if you want to live as a champion, you do not have to wait to be great. Because I used to think, 11 years, right? 10 years until the 11th year, but 10 years straight, thinking, man, look, one day I'm going to be a champion. One day I'm going to be, but it's a decision that you got to make. And that decision needs to come along with actions that will follow up with that decision. Now, you do not have to wait to be great. You can decide today that you want to live as a champion. Today. Mind-blowing when I finally realized that. Here's the second lesson. The second lesson was this. I used to think that the champions had to be perfect, right? You got to be perfect. You have to be to a certain level of quote-unquote excellence in order to be champions. Now, that's partly true, but you do not have to be perfect. I realized that. And I won a championship and I was part of a team, right? A lot of us have to build teams, have to run teams, have to lead teams. And it's not about perfection so much as it is about progression. I'm saying this because, listen, guys, we had fights in the locker room. Please don't repeat this outside. But we had fights in the locker room. Literally, guys did not get along with one another. Guys had differences of opinions. Guys wanted to do different things than others. And that happened over and over and over again. But the biggest thing that we had was unity, and we were focused on progression. So don't focus on perfection, focus on progression. Here's my last one. Come on. Hold on. Let me finish. Okay, here's my last one. Shraz's about to come up the stairs and come tackle me. I'm going to go on this side. But listen. Okay, here it is. The last thing, the very last thing is this. Your mindset is your greatest asset. Your mindset is your greatest asset. See, a lot of us have big goals, big dreams. You're chasing after something. Every company, every business has a mission statement. You want to get somewhere. And a lot of times there's adversity, there's challenges, there's things that are going to slow you down. But let me leave you with this. Your mindset is your greatest asset. I say this because of this. One of the reasons why I received these awards, these trophies, right, aside from the Grey Cup that my whole team was able to receive, they handed me these 2 awards. I was like, what is going on? That's why I'm crying like this. I got 2 girls. I got tears flowing down my eyes for no reason. But they gave me these trophies because I made a huge play that helped my team win. I made an interception. You don't have to understand football, but just know that that's a big play in that team. And so I helped my team win, and I played a role in that. I was extremely excited. But the only reason why I was able to make that play in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes, 58 seconds, and 76 milliseconds, somebody just told me that yesterday, but 3 minutes, 58 seconds, and 76 milliseconds, I made an interception, and I helped my team. This is at the end of the game. And they gave me this award, these 2 awards. The truth is, in the third quarter, with 4 minutes left, I had an opportunity to do the exact same thing. 10 years straight, I really wanted it bad. And I wanted to at least be a part of a team that won a championship. With 4 minutes left in the third quarter, I dropped an interception. And I remember like it was yesterday because this is November. I dropped my head. I put my head down and I started to doubt myself. 10 years in, I started to doubt myself. This is something that happens very easily and naturally for me. I doubted myself and I questioned myself. Man, look, is this really for me? I should have retired last year. What am I doing here? And these thoughts start to come. I don't know if anybody's ever encountered these things. Went through times. I see some nods, so I feel like I'm talking to the right crowd. When things like that happen, when you doubt, it's not a sin. It's what you do after that. Where is your mindset? When you're in that dark tunnel, where is your mindset? And so I remember running to the sideline, talking to my coach. Hey, coach, I apologize. I should have made that play. And he said, no, don't worry. You'll get another opportunity. I had to believe that, even though I was so down on myself. Some of us have people around us that are encouraging us. I'm inviting you to listen to them. Listen to them. I see you taking a step, Shiraz. I'm almost done. This is my job. I have to have eyes behind my head. But they said, my coach and a few of my teammates were telling me, encouraging me. And so that changed my mindset. And these are the things, these are a few words that I always tell myself when I find myself in tough situations. In most games, I started doing this 3-4 years ago, really late in my career. But I said these things to myself, and I hope that it can stay with you guys as well, and you can utilize it at a time where you desperately need it. When things go down and they are tough, tell yourself what I told myself when that moment happened. I told myself these words: make the rest of it the best of it. So I don't know what circumstances you're encountering right now with your business, life, with your relationships, in your family, at home. Make the rest of it the best of it. That's all. That's all I got.
I for them to miss me. I see the things that they wish on me. I got some brothers that outlive me. They don't tell the story, shit was different with me. God's plan. God's plan. I hold back sometimes I won't. I feel good sometimes I don't. I finesse down Western Road. Might go down to G.O.D.
Yes, he's twice my size, and I can tell him where to go. You can see why Canadian SME wanted to invest in somebody like Enoch Wamba to have him here. And I'm hoping that everybody caught the parallels in what we're doing in business. And it's not all about the awards ceremony. It's all the months that it takes to get to this point that matter. So hopefully you're able to get something out of that. If you want to connect with Enoch afterwards, I'm his agent. I take 5% of everything. So just come make the requests for me. I'm joking, please. He's sitting over there at the far table, please. He's very welcoming and kind on Fridays. Sundays are a different story. He will hurt you, but not on Fridays. So please, he's a kind man. Go say hello. He's always willing to meet wonderful people. And now, the moment that we've been all waiting for.
It is my pleasure to announce the most outstanding player.
No, you're good. Oh, I don't know what happened there. You want to come back up? I don't know what happened. Okay, I'm just confused, but that's okay. I thought that was just fantastic, the music and everything. It's just, I'm going to reset, press the reset button and start again, okay? Okay, Charlie? Okay. At this time, we'd like to invite Natasha Walji up as we present the first award for the evening. This is for, yes. This is for Best Business Innovation. And without further ado, this category represents and recognizes those who have implemented strategies and products that signify out-of-the-box thinking. And there are 6 nominees for this category. The first one being SRX. And if we could just keep our round of applause to the very end after I announce all the nominees. We have SRX Health Solutions from Toronto, MEA Health Corporation from Kitchener, Police Me from Toronto, Zensurance, again from Toronto, Infostructs Solutions from Vancouver, the York Entrepreneurship Development Institute from North York. And now Natasha will be announcing the winner. Check.
Hi again. All right, this is exciting. The first award of the night. I think I'm supposed to open this. All right. And the winner is Mia Health Corporation. Congratulations.
In 2022, MEA Health Corporation diverted over 3 million pounds of PPE waste and overstock from landfills through its collection and sorting process. This innovative diversion program generates a source of recycled material that benefits the Canadian plastics industry by providing them with high quality, low cost options for their production, making them more profitable. Can we just cut the music for a moment? I just want to celebrate this specifically. A lot of people jumped in the ring when this COVID cloud hovered over us, right? And what's fantastic, now what do we do with all this PPE stuff now that it's beginning to be phased out? Again, solution on top of a solution. We celebrate you tonight. And now it's time to announce the recipient of the Editor's Choice Award. To present that will be SK Udin. Please welcome SK.
So these awards recognizes the outstanding contribution of individuals and businesses to their respective communities, industries, and Canadian economy. And to present these awards, I would like to invite my colleague Mahin Bari to the stage. So ladies and gentlemen, let us promptly welcome these winners on stage one by one and laud these leaders for their efforts. So the first recipient for the Canadian SME Editor's Choice Award goes to Kubler. Please give them a big round of applause. We now take great pride to announce Shaul Liu, co-owner of Paris Jewelers. Undoubtedly, that deserve this recognition to be awarded the Editor's Choice Award 2022. Liu's entrepreneur journey is a true testament to her determination and resilience. Moreover, Shaw's commitment to giving back to the community is remarkable. Please welcome her on stage with a big round of applause. And the third recipient for the Editor's Choice Award is one of my favorite person. The reason I'm telling you, like the Dan Kelly, the reason is, he is a person, like when it comes to small businesses, he's always available, no matter in person, online. And during the hardest time when the pandemic started, he advocated for small businesses a lot, 24/7. Please welcome the team from CFIB on behalf of Dan Kelly.
Cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect. Inside a new Balenciaga. Cigarettes in tiny liquor bottles, just what you expect. Inside a new Balenciaga. Inside a new Balenciaga.
And the fourth one, this lady is being empowering Black entrepreneurs and making their life easier by making the funding available easy to them. So when I was looking for individuals to award them this award, like she was on the top of my mind. Please welcome Mona Lisa Prosper, the director, Black Entrepreneurs at Futurepreneur Canada.
Oh, I need you like a heart needs a beat, but it's nothing new. Yeah, I love you with the fire. Now it's too late, I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, baby, everything I do. I'm afraid it's too late to apologize. It's too late. I said it's too late to apologize. It's too
And now the fifth recipient is Shahidi Makaisak, the co-founder of Honor. Unfortunately, she is not here, so Shiraz Siddiq will accept the award on behalf of Shadi. Yeah. So congratulations to all the recipients. Your hard work, diligence, and innovation have truly made a difference in the small business community in Canada. Thank you so much.
And thank you, SK and Maheen. And now the next award category is the RBC Small Business of the Year, up to 10 employees. We'd like to extend our sincere gratitude to RBC for supporting us with this category. They, of course, RBC is a leading financial institution in Canada. If you haven't heard of them, you need to get your head in the business world here. Their commitment to supporting small businesses is reflected in their innovative products and services designed to help entrepreneurs grow and succeed. The Small Business of the Year award is given to the company that has shown an increase in profit throughout the year and a solid business plan for its growth strategy. Tonight, we have 18 finalists. That's right, we couldn't narrow it down, but we got it down to 18. And of the 18, again, we've selected 3 winners. Specifically, we would like to recognize iPlume Writing Incorporated from Hammond Plains. Did you guys fly in from Halifax? Woo! Halifax, the best lobster in the country. Woohoo! E-Supply Canada from Saugeen First Nation. Yeah, this is your moment. Anchor Marketing Incorporated from. Okay, I'll try. Just for fun, I want to say that again. And the third nominee is Anchor Marketing Incorporated. I feel like they're going to start the wave or something. Okay. ACIT Digital Company from Calgary. Yeah, let's give them some love. Fantastic. Daydream from Woodbridge. Market Collective from Victoria. Now, on behalf of RBC, we'd like to welcome once again Alexander Pay, Vice President, Head of Merchant Payment Services at RBC, to announce the winner of this category. Please welcome Alexander.
Thank you. So, that was like the winner actually is eSupply Canada.
Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb at 10 beat, the state where you never find a dance. Check the volume, please. On a mission for them greens, lean mean, money making machines, serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95.
And we still don't know why they went all gangster for eSupply, but hey, if the shoe fits, they're the gangsters of the eSupply industry in Canada. I won't drop a yo after that. I might age myself. Okay. But we want to celebrate eSupply Canada, an Indigenous-owned company offering an alternative to big box retailers and helping governments and industries achieve their Indigenous procurement targets. We also want to congratulate the other two top finalists, Eyes Canada Childcare from Vaughan, Bio So Lovely from Toronto, Portage Sales from Pickering, yes, that is her third glass of white wine, Propra Technologies from Calgary, 49, I love this name, from Victoria, BC. Are you ready? 49 Below Ice Cream. From Victoria, yeah. CSN Pharma Inc. from Coquitlam. And second place goes to Bio Soul Lovely, a magical jewelry brand that has made remarkable achievements. Please welcome them to the stage. Now, this is really key to mention. They generated more than $1 million in sales in less than 24 hours. Yeah. Over here. And now for the third group, I get to the right page and we'll get to the third group. Of this group, we have a third winner as well. Kelowna Software Limited from Kelowna. Flagship Roofing from Ottawa. 2H Media from Guelph. Brave Education. Yeah, they're from Brampton. They're happy to be in Toronto right now. Yeah, having fun. Oh no, I'm not going to get reported, am I? I might. That's okay. Nerve Strategic from Toronto. Okay. To Toronto Inc. from Waterloo. And Alex will announce the winner.
And the winner is To Toronto Inc.
eso, deja que yo te agarre, baby. Besos en el cuello para calmar la sed. Mano en tu cadera pa' empezar como es.
To Toronto Inc. is a management consulting firm dedicated to bringing foreign entrepreneurs to Canada. So you may want to have a conversation with Rocco afterwards. Congratulations to all of these exceptional businesses for their accomplishments and well-deserved recognition. Can we give a round of applause for all three of our winners in this category? Our next award category is brought to you by the Answer Company. This is for Small Business of the Year, 100 plus employees award. We'd like to express our gratitude to the Answer Company for supporting us with this category. The Answer Company is a leading business management solution provider in Canada that helps small businesses streamline their operations, optimize their performance to achieve their goals. The company that will receive this award will have demonstrated leadership, innovation, this is important, growth in profit, and an innovative business plan for the future throughout the year. Tonight, we have 6 finalists for the Small Business of the Year. Again, 100 plus employees. The first, Pod Marketing from Calgary. Dealmaker from Toronto. SRX Health Solution from Toronto. Sorry guys, I couldn't pull any strings. Hopefully you The nominees are David Gauthier, Amanda Juno, Laura Juno, Felicia Santoro Petty, who are all co-founders of Sky High. Ben Zimmer and Amy Lease, co-founders of Sidekick. Andy Cross, founder and CEO at Goose Chase Adventures, Inc. And Mark Bania, co-founder and CEO at Contractor Compliance. Faye, the envelope is yours.
And the winner is Mark Bania, co-founder and CEO at Contractor.
Emotional, so I don't want nobody, girl. Me want to come wine, there is time for me. Be a bubbling, well, you are party animal, and you're active, no, you're not lazy.
Mark's unwavering commitment to personal and professional development, as well as fostering an inclusive culture, and they've made a significant impact in promoting global health and safety. Congratulations once again, Mark. Ladies and gentlemen, can we give it up for his haircut? He felt a little left out because I honored your hair and he just wanted to talk about his hair. You know, these guys with, you know, when I'm going to be quiet. Okay. I'll leave it right there. I will leave it right there. And thank you, Faye, for presenting that award. Next up, we have the Deloitte Diversity and Inclusion Award. Of course, we want to thank Deloitte for sponsoring this category. The finalists, or let's see who's, I believe it's Duncan. Yeah, Duncan, are you making your way up to present the awards? Thank you, Duncan. This is Duncan Sinclair, of course. We want to congratulate the finalists. First, Geotech Scientific Inc. from Ottawa. Orium from Toronto. DESA Global Leadership from North York. Guys, it's always great when you see the same company recognized in multiple categories, so we want to give a shout out to the fourth finalist, Webtimize from Montreal. Finance IT Canada from Toronto. And Ecobee from Toronto. Duncan, the envelope is all yours.
So let's keep the music off for a moment and let's recognize the great event that we're having tonight. Thank you. This is a $2 trillion US economy. 68% of the people who work because of an entrepreneur who had the courage to go and do what was right. That's what all of you celebrate tonight. These companies are being recognized because not only do they create inclusive prosperity along with all the rest of you, but they create the standard of making a sense of belonging in the organization that they are a part of. Now, May the 5th is Red Dress Day in Canada. A day that honors and recognizes Indigenous women who are lost and been killed as part of how we need to continue to focus on Indigenous reconciliation. SK is a leader for SME Magazine, but he's also a leader for creating the Indigenous SME Magazine. That SK does not do this as a commercial enterprise. He does it out of his own pocket. He pays for all of it himself. I believe every organization who's a finalist in this room should find a way to help SK in the future so that this magazine can flourish as something all of us support in the way that we acknowledge and honor SK for his commitment for a more inclusive and prosperous Canada for us all. And now we'll be back to our regularly scheduled programming. Webtimize, you are the winner. Come on up.
You smell like a stranger. Come on, it's my flavor. Don't make no chaser. Just ride with my nature. You smell like a stranger. Come on, it's my flavor. Don't make no chaser. Just ride with my nature. I can feel your body. It's in your eyes, I see you want it. You crave it, you need it, yeah. So come get it, I've got it, yeah. Cause I've been waiting all night. I will need something right. And I feel like pulling you in. You don't need another one.
Check, check. And once again, they're being honored for fostering an inclusive and diverse work environment, empowering team members from various backgrounds to thrive and contribute to their collective success. Congratulations once again. He has a fascinating story. This is Duncan St. Clair, of course. Not only is he the chair of Deloitte Canada, at some point, can we put you on camera and talk about he's also the chair of Chile. Now, how do you become the chair of Deloitte Canada and then Hansel and pick Chile as well?
They both have great, inclusive, diverse futures to be made for the rest of the world.
Okay, and he just shut me down. Thank you. Thank you. I thought there'd be like a cool little... They both start with C. That I can digest. My brain. Okay, thank you. And thank you. Can we put our hands together for the words that he shared about May 5th, Red Dress Day? And folks, if you weren't aware, it's because that SK has launched the Indigenous magazine supporting that community is because he doesn't want to publicize it. He's not up here trying to like, hey, look at what I'm doing. He's just doing that because he recognized a gap and he's trying his best to honor that community. So again, thank you, SK, for the work that you're doing with that as well. Now, the next award category is the Cyber Catch Excellence in Data Privacy and Cybersecurity Award. And the person presenting that award is Kevin Vincent. So if you can make your way to the stage as we honor the nominees. The first one is Vina Solutions from Toronto. Rails from Toronto, TalentNet Inc. from Toronto. I guess there's a need for cybersecurity in Toronto. The last company is also from, thank you, Finance IT Canada Inc. from Toronto. All yours, Vincent, or Kevin.
So on behalf of Cyber...
Show them it, girl, with a bang bang. Bounce with it, girl. Dance with it, girl. Get with it, girl, with a bang bang.
Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't be long. Gotta do my hair, put my makeup on. It's Friday night and I won't be long till I hit the dance now, hit the dance now. I got all I need. No, I ain't got much, I ain't got much. I got you, baby.
Finance serves the home improvement, vehicle, and retail industries with innovative cloud-based technology with a fast, transparent application process. Again, please join us in thanking our sponsor and Finance in their achievement today. All right. I think most people will resonate with this as small business owners. Put your hands up if you remember deciding between, okay, because I think everyone will probably put their hat up. When you started your business, did you struggle between building your own website or paying somebody to do it? Who had that struggle? Okay. Who made the mistake of trying to build their own website? And then companies like GoDaddy came along and simplified the process. And they made it possible for all of us to participate and learn. And GoDaddy today wants to honor the Young Entrepreneur of the Year. And let's see who's presenting that award. Young Lee, if we could welcome you to the stage as you prepare to hand out the award. And we want to start with our nominees. The first one is Chris Reed of Queer-Based Media. My friend Fendi Akom and Kwame Boateng, co-founders of the UC4IC Lab. And when you come up, tell me how to pronounce it properly. If you win, tell me later. My apologies, I might have butchered that, but let me just repeat their names. That's Fendi and Kwame Boateng. They're co-founders of the company they started. It's U4IC Lab. Tyler Anderson, CEO of Disruptive Edge. Armand Talebsida and Hamoun Ani, co-founders of Brand Vision Marketing. William Kriba, founder of Clean Time. Kevin Sear, CEO at Brave Education. Young, the envelope is yours.
Thank you. On behalf of GoDaddy, we are honored, and I am honored to present the Young Entrepreneur of the Year award to Tyler Anderson, CEO at Disruptive Edge. Congratulations.
Mi música no discrimina a nadie, así que vamos a romper toda mi mente se mueve. Mira el ritmo como nos tiene, hago música que entretiene. El mundo nos quiere, me quiere a mí. Toda mi mente se mueve. Mira el ritmo como nos tiene, hago música que entretiene. Mi música los tiene fuerte bailando y se baila así.
Tyler and his team believe their entrepreneurial spirit has enabled Disruptive Edge to become a leading player in their space. Congratulations again, Tyler, for your well-deserved recognition. By the way, can we give it up to these fantastic DJs who are just like killing it, dropping these beats tonight? Like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to age myself again, but in high school, I wasn't smart enough to even join the audio-visual team. For those of you who are old enough to get that joke, you get it. All right.